I have a brand new week at Crafters TV. My name is, of course, Debby Robinson, for those that don't know. And it's lovely to have your company this morning, whether you're watching on YouTube or the Facebook. It's lovely for you to join us and kickstart our brand new week here at Crafters. I'm really excited. I get to play on my own for the first show, so it's just me and you kids. It's just me and you. And I'm going to be playing with a sparkling winter. I know that people have been buying this by their drove because we've had it all over all channels, whether it be here, whether it be down at Hobbymaker. And the thing that I've been asked the most is, can we see some demos with it? And yes, you're going to get an hour full of that this morning. So that's what we're going to be concentrating on. But as always, if you are watching on YouTube and Facebook, this is live, it's interactive, and I don't want to be here by myself. I know I have Sam in my ear, and I think Big Johnny Pops, wait a minute, Big Pops, Johnny, what's your nickname now? Big Pops. Johnny is currently just sat in the building, bless his little heart. He's literally just about to take his bag off because the minute he walked through the door, we were bombarded him with all sorts of things. But he's here and he'll be later on in the shows. But it's just me and Sam for this first hour and the fabulous Jan on our social side of things. So if it is live and interactive, that means you can ask anything you want, craft related. Did you catch me this weekend? I've been at Doncaster Live or Crafting Live at Doncaster, whichever way around that is, for the last 2 days. If I do go a little bit hoarse, that is because I've done non-stop talking the whole weekend. Might surprise you to know. I mean, I like a little natter, but my goodness, have I met hundreds and hundreds of people. And it's been lovely to put names to faces. I always say a big thank you to everybody who gave me lots of lovely gifts. There were so many lovely gifts, from buns to books to teddy bears to cooling blanket. Best thing since sliced bread. Thank you, Michael and Stephanie. All sorts of lovely things, lots of lovely compliments, lots of lovely talk. Just a lovely, lovely weekend. It's been absolutely fabulous, and I know many of you have enjoyed it and spent up quite a lot of pennies. Yes, it is live, it's interactive. Just chat away either amongst yourselves or ask the questions. Come on in. I don't want to be on my own. Because I've been surrounded by lots and lots of people, this feels a little bit weird today that I am on my own. So do make sure you send in questions or just drop in the chit chat. What is it that you're up to? Because obviously this is a nice, is it informal, the right word? Well, it's a nice, cosy little start to the week. Of course, coming up later on at 12 o'clock, it's going to be myself and Ben with Wake Up Call. Then at 2 p.m, rather exciting, it's Countdown to Christmas, which, yes, I know it's only like the middle of July, but it's Countdown to Christmas. It's all exciting. Everyone's buzzing at the moment about all the things that are coming up for Christmas, or the Christmas releases. And is this right? Sam, just check with Johnny. Are we going through all of them? As many as we can, because let me tell you, there's about 18 roughly, I think about 18. I think that's the figure that I heard bandied around last week. That's a lot. So we're going to try and get through as many as we can. Some of my favourites are in there, some of Ben's favourites in there. So that is going to be a 2-hour show, Countdown to Christmas, where we're going to show you everything, and we might chuck in a little demo or two to have a little play with them. And then coming up later on, it is of course Monday, so it will be Monday Makers, I think. Yes, it is. And it's got the Rick Rack dies on there. And you know, I'm trying to remember. Rick Rack dies definitely are there. Tea and coffee. Talking of which, coffee's all the ready. What you've got in your cup? Have you got anything? I mean, it depends what time of day it is, actually, to be fair, what you've got in your cup. But mine's nice frothy coffee from our lovely Christina. Look at that, nice and frothy, just how I like it. And today's day, it's a vanilla latte, a nice hot one. What else is on the show later on, Sam? Silhouette dies, completely forgot about those. Can't wait to have a little play with those because it's been a long time. And I heard in the grapevine just then, Monday mega deals. Oh, I don't know what's on there. I've not had a look. Bad me. Slap my hands. I'll have a little look later. But there is a few of you in, so let's have a little good morning to everyone. So first of all, good morning to our lovely Jan, who's looking after us this morning. Alison Mason says, good morning, Debbie and Jan. Alison, you've missed off Sam and Johnny. morning to those two. They'll be a bit upset. Zoe Carr says, good morning, everyone. Stephen Nicole says, good morning. Good morning, Stephen. Michael Adams, good morning, our special friend. Good morning to you too, Michael. Michael's been showing me all these pictures of his birds as well, which... That man is a serious photographer, and it was lovely, of course, to see the fabulous, talented Stephanie as well. So yes, thank you, Michael and Stephanie, for your lovely gifts. Marcella Jimenez, I think that is. Good morning, everyone. Margaret Birch says, hi, Debbie, Jan and Johnny. Oh, Sam. Oh, Sam. Oh, no, it always wounded. Oh, my God, he said, oh, my God, you've missed Sam. I'm sure, Sam. Don't worry. I'm sure they'll be shouting right now. Good morning, Sam. You just don't worry. I have this kit. It's brilliant. If you haven't got it yet, folks, you won't get it. You won't regret it. You absolutely will not regret it if you haven't got that. Catherine Gorton says, good morning, Debbie. Happy new week. Yes, a brand new start to a new week. Where are the weeks going? I looked up there the other day and I'm like, it's the middle of July. How did that happen? Because the last thing I remember, it was May. I'm like, that's just flown by. Sister P4 says, hello all from Elkridge MD. New day, new week, new opportunity to craft. Absolutely a new opportunity to craft. Louise Burton says, good morning, everyone. Just remembered it's Monday. Is anybody like me? Because obviously right now, I mean, I just have to look. I have to get up in the morning when I've set the alarm, and sometimes I'm up before the alarm. I have to look at my watch or my phone to remind me of the date and the actual day, because everything just rolls into one, and I never know. Are you the same, Sam? Never know. Do you know when I used to do a Monday to Friday 9 to 5 job? I could tell you what day of the week it was. Since I've started in the world of craft, and it's been 9 years this year, I don't know where I am. I don't know what day of the week it is. So I hope I'm not the only one, and I hope you guys are the same too. Oh, he's happy now because the comments are coming through. So Carol G on YouTube says, I've been waiting for some inspiration for Christmas cards, and it's happening this week. Yes, we've got plenty. Our lovely Leanne's going to be here tomorrow. We've got Sheila coming up later on in the week, and then I'm finishing the week as well. So I'm starting the week and I'm finishing the week for you. But there is Leanne and Sheila in between, sandwiched in between there. Michael said, yes, it was a brilliant weekend, Debbie. Yes, it was. Michael and Stephanie were there the whole weekend, as were quite many of you. There were quite a few of you there as well. Laurie YouTube says, good morning. Stephanie Cruz on YouTube says, good morning from Minnesota. Good morning, Minnesota. And good morning, Stephanie. Caroline Wilson says, are you ready for this one? Yeah, he's wanting me to say this one. He went, Debbie, he's in me here. Debbie, could you just mention this one? So Caroline Wilson on YouTube. Sam is the best cameraman ever. There you go, Sam. What better way? Is that better than a hello? Yeah, he says he'll have that one. And Michael's also saying, good morning, Sam. Big capitals. He's saying, good morning, Michael. And Melanie, good morning, Sam. All right, and Alison's come back and she said, hi to Sam and Johnny too, with a little wavy face and a little... because she's forgotten. And also, Margaret's come back and said, hi, Sam. So sorry, I forgot your big hugs. I think he's enjoying this now. He's enjoying this little bit coming in. So, and lovely Rachel Rogers says, morning everyone, lovely to see you yesterday, Debbie. Yeah, do you know, it's been a lovely weekend. I've enjoyed every minute of it. And like I said, it's been lovely to put names to faces and just see older faces as well that I recognise from when I used to be in Chesterfield, when I've been in other shows, friends that I've met along the way as well. So it's been absolutely lovely. And a big shout out to lovely Stacey Lou and Crafty Cooperman, we're going to call him then, get him a new title. Our lovely Cooperman too, because our lovely Stacey Lou came there as well. Shirley Nugent on Facebook says, good morning everyone, and it was lovely to meet you at Doncaster, Michael, and I loved your demos at the show. Oh, bless you, Shirley. So, shall we get cracking? We're 9 minutes in. Keep those comments coming in. Let me know if you did come to Doncaster. Let me know what you're getting up to today. What are you excited about this week? I've got a few personal favourites, because somebody was asking me this yesterday, and I was like, do I divulge? Because I didn't know if we were allowed to, but I thought, do you know what? The booklet's gone out. It's gone out on emails and things like that. So, yeah, I'm going to divulge what I like. I won't lie. Santa Paws, little bit of a firm favourite there. Quite like that one. Sarah Signature's new collection, stunning. Big. Stunning, gorgeous colour palette. There isn't anything that I don't like. I've been like an excited kid at Christmas looking through all the things and deciding what am I going to play with later, because there is some beautiful things. Retro Christmas I'm really excited about. We've got some fabulous concept pop-up boxes that I know Sheila's really excited about, because when she saw them she was like, so they're fabulous. I think there's so much goodness coming that I'm excited, but I want to know what you're excited about. You've probably seen the booklet. Some of you have already seen the HSN preview. So do let me know what's your favourite. What are you excited about coming up at Christmas? Have you seen the new papers? Ooh, beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. So do let me know, good morning, Just Dawn. Oh, bless her, she said, good morning, Glamorous Debbie. Why, thank you very much. Let you into a little secret. Hair's gone up, not because of the heat. Hair extensions out because I'm having them refitted tonight, so I thought there ain't no way you're seeing me with hardly any hair in. So the hair's gone up and I'm quite liking the updo today, thinking, and it's quite nice and cool. I have got a fan on though, even though the sun's not out, because the sun seems to have disappeared again. It's like dropped off a cliff. Here in the UK, we have the bizarrest of weathers, but it is quite, is muggy the word, Sam? That's not a bad word, is it? Muggy. Bit clammy. A bit sticky. You get me drift. New words being made up today, new words. Rachel Rogers said she's on college holidays, second week off and zero idea what day it is. I think that's the thing, when you come out of your routine, Rachel, you don't know what day you're on either. So it's a quick glance at my phone or my watch, either one, just to remind me what day. Nicola Hurton says, good morning, Debbie. And Alison said, since I've retired, I've no clue what the day or date is. Rely on my phone entirely. Alison, my mum said exactly the same thing to me. She has no idea what day she's on, and she's been retired for a fair few years now, and she does exactly the same as well. Linda Sorrow on Facebook says, good morning from New York. And Ellen Stewart on YouTube, good morning, Debbie, CTV team, all crafty friends, from a cloudy but still warm Birkenhead in the Wirral. This is the first CC item I bought September 2023. You've got a good memory, Ellen, from QVC, and here I am. I absolutely love this box. It's one of my favourites. I absolutely adore it. And Rachel says she's stashing a fabric from Doncaster. Oh, my God, there was some gorgeous fabric in Doncaster when I had a little nosy round. There were some beautiful things in Doncaster. Do you know what I loved about the Doncaster Live this weekend? So much diversity in terms of craft. I loved that. Absolutely loved it. It weren't just paper craft. There were lots of different things out there, which was just absolutely fabulous to see. And she said she's taken everything out of the craft rooms as it's so messy, it's impossible to tidy about getting everything out of there. Looking forward to Santa Paws. I love it. And Catherine Gorton says she's really excited about the set. Oh, the Santa template and die set. I think it will be a great gift for boxes and gift bags. It absolutely will. And I think I've got that this week. I'll get Sam to check, but I'm sure I've got the Santa die set this week. I think I have. Yes, the Santa die, Sam, yeah. Because I had it at Doncaster yesterday. It was one of the things that I was allowed to have. I had lots of other things on, new things on, but that was one of the new ones. And let me tell you now, it was a runaway success. Friday, thank you, Sam. Yes, because I'm in the process of thinking of all the different ways that you can use it. One of the versatile sets, what I love about our and do you know, I'm so glad you've reminded me, Catherine, because that is another one of my firm favourites through the Christmas launches because of that versatility. Right, coffee time, and then we're going to get in that box and we're going to have a little craft and we're going to have a little play together. I'm going to lay everything out. This is what you would do. Anybody picked it up at a great bargain price? And I know that our lovely Ellen said that she bought this from QVC, and I know it was probably a little bit pricier then. However, no excuses not to get some more, because it's absolutely jam-packed full of gorgeous crafting goodies that you're going to be able to make so many things out of, from boxes to wedge boxes to cards to lots of things that you can do in there with lots of different items, that it's well worthy of getting another one or two maybe at those fabulous prices. And anybody who went to the pop-up shop, I'm going to say no more, but you have got yourselves a good bargain too. So we'll get cracking. And I'm going to, oh bless, guess what, Sam? Melanie Bronov, I think that is, on YouTube. She says she's got a credit card ready. It's already in her hand, ready to buy the collection with the candlesticks. Can't remember the name, but it's going in my basket as soon as I see it. Well, little bit of a sore point with me, can I just tell you? So it's the Candlelight, Christmas by Candlelight. I've got a little bit of a bone to pick with Leanne, because I was on the show tomorrow. I was on the launch, and she come in, and you know what she's like, that little waggy finger. She went, I want it. I was like, should I just move over gracefully and let her take... She wrestled me out of the way to take the show because she said, absolutely, I'm hands down having this one because it is an absolutely beautiful collection. It's not overly big. It's a really lovely collection with dies in there, a couple of edgeables in there, a couple of embossing folders. It's absolutely beautiful, and the papers are to die for. It's just a gorgeous, gorgeous collection. And the foliage set, as we call it, is stunning. So you're in for a right treat. And I'm not sore at all, not in the slightest. If you're watching, Leanne, but yes, just a little bit sore because I got budged out of the way, elbowed out of the way. I am more than happy to let Leanne... Do you know why? Because I want you to see Leanne's take on it. I had to play at Hobby Maker, it's absolutely fine. Right, let's get everything out of our box. So we've got gems in here. So I'll put all... In fact, I tell you what, I'll put them all there and you can see. For those people that don't... And I'm not selling anything to you right now, but I'm just telling you, if you want to go over... Should I move that across, Sam? Let's just move that across there. Let's go there. There we are. What I'm just going to do is I'm going to grab everything out of the box, just for those people that may not have seen these. But you can see I've already been using a few of mine. We've got 200 pearls in there. We've got some fabulous pre-cut, die-cut snowflakes on there as well. You can see I've been using a few of mine. This is why, Sam, I should have got the new box out of Jake's library. Oh, we'll be fine, we'll be fine. Lots of lovely different shapes and sizes of snowflakes in there as well, pre-cut. You've got yourself in there some beautiful panels, those gorgeous panels. I haven't used those, so I might use them. Actually, though, I ripped off a little end. Please be careful. These are gorgeous, delicate, laser-cut pieces that have already been die-cut for you. Just when you get them out of your little packaging, though, don't do a Debbie. That's all I'll say. We've even got sentiments in there. We've got some more edgeables in there. Look at the gorgeous design on those. Absolutely phenomenal. So I'll just put all these. I'm going to lay everything out, and then we're going to have a little play afterwards. We've got some... I was trying to think of the word then, Sam, and it just completely went out of my head. Embossed panels. Some embossed panels in those gorgeous colourways, so put those there. We've got some die-cut foiled sentiments, so they literally just pop out and they've got that beautiful foiling. So I'm going to pop those just to one side as well. The hardware of the set is this. It's the only thing that you get to keep. Once you've reused everything else, that's the bit that you're going to get to keep, which is why, in my eyes, it would be well worthy of getting maybe one or two more boxes. We've got beautiful MDF pieces in there. You've got some gilding flakes with the right gilding liquid glue and the little buffer sponge. Put that in my hand because you couldn't see that black on black there. You've also got some glitter paste. Love a bit of glitter paste, absolutely beautiful. We've got some iridescent sparkle glitter. It's beautiful glitter. I love a little bit of Aurora Borealis. Hey, that was a big word for me, Sam, on a Monday morning. Oh, one of my snowflakes has fallen out. Let's pop you back in there. We've got also beautiful satin ribbon. So we've got some satin ribbon. We've also got this gorgeous silver-like thread. Really, really lovely for your little jingle bells. Talking of which, where are you? There you are. Little jingle bells in there as well. So you've got some beautiful little bells. Let me just now get out the rest because this is where the big start of the big bulk comes. We've got all of these lovely tags, pre-cut tags, ready for you to decorate, ready for you to, well, use in any way you want there. Oh, Stephen says he's already got 3 of these boxes of the Winter Wishes or the Sparkling Winter. Stephen, I like your style. I take it you will be crafting with these a lot because they're in the minimum, because this is what I've got here is the 36 cards and envelopes, and then you've got panels that you can then pop on top of your cards. So the pre-cut panels, and I've put mine all into place so that you can see them. You've got different sizes of cards. So you've got 4x6 and panels that fit in perfectly into your card. You've then got, let me see if I've got this the right way around, because that is your, and if I remember rightly, it's the 6x6 cards. And again, pre-cut panels that you can then just pop onto your card. So for instance, that is the perfect mat and layer for that one. So you've got all of those, and then you've got your little dinky ones. I always find these really useful for those little small Christmas cards or little notelets as well. And again, you've got your pre-cut panels that fit into your card too. So all of those are in there, and all have got their envelopes. You've also got some wedge boxes. Now, I'm minus a wedge box, so my white box is missing out of my box because I used it as a little gift. I did it with some of the glitter paste. But you've got a lovely pre-cut wedge box. Use that as a template. You could use that as a template to score to size and score in the right place as well, so that you've got a little template so you can recreate that all the time. Although wedge boxes are pretty easy to make, it's nice to have that option, as it is with the box lid and bases as well, which we might have a little delve into because I've not done one of those for a while, which is also in there. And then lastly, and I'm just going to move the rest of my box off the table. Let me put that little snowflake in there. Let's put that down there, out of the way. You have this gorgeous printed vellum in 2 different styles. You've then got your printed vellum, acetate in 2 different styles as well. And then you've got all of this gorgeous, beautiful patterned paper. Now, the only thing you might need is a guillotine for obviously using the pattern paper. Glue, so you're going to need some glue. So if you're buying this box and if you're buying it for someone who doesn't craft but wants to get into a bit of craft, this is a really nice box to get into because it doesn't require a lot of tools. You may need, like I said, some wet glue or some tape pens, anything really basically to stick the items down, and maybe a guillotine or a paper trimmer. You could start off with our paper trimmers are as cheap as chips. You can pick them up for anything between 10 to 20 pounds. So you could, do something like that or lend one out to a crafty friend as well. Keep saying I'm going to get my mum one of these boxes because I really think to give her something to do instead of watching telly all the time. Love your mum, but she's absolutely obsessed with NCIS, all the different seasons, every crime, true documentary, all the soaps, something like that on a night time. She can still do all that thing, but you could take this home and you could literally get it out of the box and just craft straight away, which is what we're going to do right now. So we're going to have a little play. First of all, though, read a few more. Ash Cambo, morning, Debbie and everyone. Good morning, Ash. How are you? Lovely. You reminded me, I've not used the tags yet. You see, I mean, there's that much in the box, 36 cards, 36 tags, a couple of boxes in there. In fact, I think, is it 4 boxes? Do you know? Let me have a quick peek. I've forgotten already. 4. Ooh, we've got a request. How would you use the bells and the MD snowflakes, Helen? I will, shall we have a little play with those? I think we will. We've got plenty of time. So yes, Ellen, we will do. And Ash, get those tags out, get decorating, get playing and enjoy them. The bells, yes, definitely. The bells have even got like a little hook for your little silver thread to go on. So if I get one of my bells out, because we will use them, and they're like an added little extra embellishment. Trying to find the opening on the packet there, Sam. Where is it? Well, that's well sealed down. Let me just see if I can... There it is. I'll just get my finger in there. Keep them in the bag though, please don't let these rattle around in your box because you'll end up losing them. But yeah, they've even got on the end a little area, a little tiny dot. Can you see the little tiny dot where you can thread your thread through there as well? And you could do a couple of those onto some of the... And I would use a silver thread for that because the ribbon, if I just bring the ribbon in, it's quite thick. So I personally wouldn't use the ribbon, but any twine or any thread, and you've got the silver thread in there, will go through there really nicely. So I'll put that on there and remind me, Sam, to put one on my little project. In fact, I think what we'll do is we'll make a box, might decorate a tag. Yeah, I think we'll do that because I have made some cards. I did some cards. So if I just show you a couple of the cards that you could be using. I did these very quickly as impromptu demos on Hobbymaker when I was down there last week. And literally took those out of the box because the producer said to me, Debbie, is there any chance we've had a couple of requests that you can make a couple of cards? And that's exactly what I did. No time to think about how to do it. Just literally laid everything out in front of me, looked at the card blanks, looked at the envelopes and just created. And you can be doing the same thing. So that's just a couple of little inspirations there, but I think we will do a box. So let me see if I can pop those up on there to keep those there for you. In fact, you know what? I have got a fan on. So we'll try not to be too clever, Debbie. We'll just keep them there and turn that way so you can see them. Yes, the papers are lovely, Ellen. They are more unusual than the standard Christmas pattern. We had, many moons ago, a lovely 8x8 pad that I've got a few of those patterns in there. Beautiful paper pad. I wanted us to bring it back. We never did, but we've got it, the next best thing. Oh, guess who's forgot to take her phone off? Well, it won't be crafting live, would it? Let me just knock that off there. If you did hear that ringing phone, I don't know who it was, who you were ringing me. You'll have to ring back later when I'm off air. Right. Sam, you should remind me in the morning. Debbie, have you turned everything off? Thank goodness it weren't my phone. That's always on silent. But that one wasn't. I'd forgot to turn that off. Nicola Ayrton on Facebook says good morning as well, everyone. And Sally All on YouTube says good morning. New to this channel. Welcome, Sally. Welcome. Sally, you can subscribe to the channel. It's completely free. We are, on YouTube especially, all of our videos from now to eternity back, I'm going back, way back, are all on there as well, with lots of different shows, lots of different demos, craft-alongs, the lot. We do broadcast live. Is it 4 shows a day now, Sam? 4 shows a day, I think. Let's get this right. 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 5 o'clock. But you can catch up at any time. So if you can't join in live, Sally, you can catch up at any time. And also we're on Facebook as well, because I know you're watching on YouTube right now, which is lovely to have you, and any new people that are watching as well. But you can, of course, join the Facebook group as well, Crafters TV, where we broadcast on there. We all have our own pages as well. Sheila's will be coming for anybody, because I did ask her, I got asked a couple of times yesterday where Sheila's page is. It's coming, where you can follow Sheila as well on her crafty journey. So you'll get to see all of the people that work here and all of the things that we do here as well. So welcome to the channel, Sally. It's lovely to have you. Keep on chatting, and we love that interactive. We love that liveness. Is that the word? Live and interactive nature of it as well. Now, let's talking, Debbie. 25 minutes in and I ain't done a thing, so let's get cracking. Lovely frothy coffee. Nearly gone cold, though. I was talking about this yesterday. I don't like hot coffee gone cold, but I like iced coffee. Make that make sense, Debbie? It makes absolutely zero sense to me. Right, let's bring in the box base and the box lid for this. So this has already been pre-cut and pre-scored, and I will tell you as well, again, another little top tip, you could use those as a template. So it's already been pre-scored, so you don't have to worry about anything. So you could just take a measurement, go around it, use it as a template, pop the score lines into place as well, and then you can recreate these boxes without having to look at the size. The actual size of the box, for those that want to know, is actually a 4x4 box. It's been engineered to fit, so you don't have to work that out. The only thing you have to decide is popping your score lines in. So you'll need maybe a bone folder, or you can do it with your fingernails as well. So you can do it with your fingernails if you've got long fingernails like Debbie has, or a bone folder, and you're going to pop all of those into place. Now, before we actually stick that down, I am going to decorate it, of course. Now, this is the top, so it's a little top and a big bottom, if that's the right way to describe it, but you get what I mean. So I'm just popping all the burnish marks in, so let's bring that down. Let's do that all the way around. There we go. And that's the base of, the bottom part of the box. So let's just pop that in. And then that's all ready to stick together. But of course we need to decorate it now. Ooh. Do we go brave, Sam, and use the glitter bit? I mind you, it won't be dry, will it? Will it be dry? Yeah, maybe not. Maybe let's have a think of bringing in some of the gorgeous papers. So let's bring in, do you know another good idea that I had? Do you know this gorgeous acetate? Use that as a template for a box. That would make a beautiful box lid, so you could use that as a template to recreate, and then you could make a lovely acetate box with it as well. That came to me the other night when I was thinking of all the different things that you can do with this lovely box. But I think what we'll do is we'll decorate the top part and we'll pop in the sides as well. So papers, oh my life. So many beautiful papers. Oh, now, I quite like that one actually. Because I think if I use the dark, it's going to be quite a dramatic box, isn't it? But if I use a lighter, I think we'll go lighter. So let's use that one. You do get 2 sheets of each pattern. Now, this is when you would need to think about getting a paper trimmer or a guillotine. I'm going to use the guillotine. And again, if you remember what I said, the box itself is actually 4x4. So I'm just going to bring in my guillotine and I'm going to chop this down. I think I'll have that top side. I'm going to come in 1/4 of an inch less to see if that fits perfectly onto the top of my box. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, it gives me a little bit of a frame. So if I just tuck those flaps underneath to show you what I mean, I've got a little bit of a frame there. Probably could have got away with just a little bit bigger, but I quite like that. Now, the side panels themselves, with it being a 4x4, it's a nice square box. We know that lengthwise we're going to do exactly the same, but the actual width of the panel, the tab or the flap, is 1 inch. So let me just check that that's right, because I remember rightly. Ooh, hang on a minute. Oh, it's 1 1/4 inch, so we're coming in 1 inch. So let's just make sure that's the right depth. Is it that way around? There we are, yeah, but that's it. So we'll do these at 1 inch long. Let's come in and do 4 of those. So 1. I've got a bit of a dodgy, I say dodgy, I've got a bit of a loose arm. Can you see my arm slipping down a little bit? That one needs tightening. So I was talking to some lovely girls yesterday. One of the ladies said to me that her guillotine, the arm wouldn't stay up. So I showed her how to tighten it up, because there's a little bolt at the back, and ours needs a tighten as well. So, because it should stay up. When it's up, it should stay upright, but that one's just dropping down slightly. You must remember that that is a blade. It's a very sharp blade. At the back there is a little bolt. Now, you can't do it with your finger, so you need a tool to be able to twist that, just to tighten that up, and your arm will then stay up absolutely fine and perfect. So I've still got all of that paper left out there from my panel, and I'll stick those bits down. Actually, do I stick them down, or do I put some extra little pieces to them? Oh, I think we'll put some pieces to them first. I'm not going to get carried away. It's about thinking about how to use your, and I am going to use some of those snowflakes because I absolutely love them. So let me just pop out a couple. And literally, this is already laser cut. They are quite delicate, so please. What was that, Sam? You could use them as stencils, yeah. You could ink through them, like you could create a little bit of a stencil. Oh, look at you, Sam. You've been paying attention when you've been watching us, yeah. You could use those as little stencils. You could ink around the back of them to create a lovely inky background and add a bit more dimension to your paper as well. Yeah, I like that idea, Sam. That's a nice idea. Yeah, a cracking idea. Right, poker tool. Let me just grab your poker tool, because in these, it might be laser cut, but you've just got like, just to pop those out, those pieces. Be very careful with it as well, because it is delicate, and if you haven't stuck your snowflake down properly, it can lift and you can end up tearing it off, so just be careful with that. Let's just try and get that off. I meant to go and get my nails done end of last week, and then ran out of time. They're needing to be cut down a little bit. They're a little bit on the long side. Oh, I'll take a couple more, actually. Let me just bring out a couple more. Oh, and then let me go one more. Look how gorgeous that. These snowflakes are absolutely stunning. I'd love them in a dye form. Not going to lie. Right, so obviously I've just dropped them on there, but this is going to be my main part of my top box, and that's going to be the panels as well. So let's just pop those just around all 4 sides. I'm not going to stick them down just yet, because I think what I'm going to do is add, I think I'm going to add some snowflakes on. Yep, right. Let me grab my dotty tape pen. Let's grab the dotty tape pen out there. Oops. And then, ooh, do we dip them in glitter, Sam, and then sprinkle some glitter? That would be a good idea, wouldn't it? Ooh. Oh, no. We'll keep it simple. We'll keep it simple. Oh, look at me. Trying to think on a Monday morning. But this is the thing. You get this box at home, and you're just going to sit and have a play with it, think of how you're going to use it. I'm going to pop them off, just off the edge, and we're going to trim down those as well. I'm not going to go too mad, and I am going to use some of the MDF as well, because we got asked about the MDF, didn't we, Sam? So we'll use the MDF as well. Excuse me, got a little tickle in the throat. I've had a few more good mornings. Karen Bernard on Facebook says good morning from Hampton Roads, Virginia. Alison loves the colour palette. Excuse me, I've got a little bit of a very elegant. Yes, that's a good way to describe this box, elegant. Asha said, made a box from this kit, made it when the kit was launched and it's still going strong except the snowflake on the top got torn. Still love it to bits. Ah, the waste sheet. Ah, Rebecca, you and me both, Rebecca. I thought this, but the waste sheet, because I was looking at it and I'm thinking, do I throw that? And then I was like, absolutely not, because that would make a great stencil as well. Me and Rebecca Dancer, great minds think alike for a Monday morning, 10:30 in the morning. I think we're doing all right, because that's the first thing I thought when I caught it out of my eye. I'm thinking, I've really used all those snowflakes, and then saw the shapes, and I thought, they'd make a beautiful stencil. You missed out on that one, Sam. You weren't quick enough. Yeah. Should have said to them, because they would make a great idea of a stencil, but so would that as well, that waste. I feel like I've wasted Christina's coffee because it's going too cold, and remind me not to pick it up again. Cold coffee, unless it's got ice in it, doesn't wash the same way. Oh, do you know my dad drinks? Strong builder's tea, I call it, and cold. Honestly, my dad has got an acquired taste when it comes to tea. I'm not a tea lover. I've never been a tea lover. There's something about tea that just doesn't cut it for me. Wait a minute. Poke tool. Lift. Let's get you in the right place. There we go. That's better. Drop that back down. I've done the same here. Let me see if I can lift that up. I hopefully didn't. Nearly. Let me just get me little. There we go. Oh, no. Sam, done it again. I've crisscrossed me. Oh, look, my snowflakes. Get out. Let's just move that one over there. That one in the right place as well without ripping it. Don't rip it, Debbie. Don't rip it. See what I mean about them being laser cut and the delicate nature of them. But I think I can get away with that. There we go. That's better. That's better. And then one last one just in that top corner. And I think I'll have a nice solid one there as well. So we'll just pop that down. Oh, no, Sam, I've left a bit in. Ouch, you come. There we go, that's better. And then just lay that down flat. So I'm just going to grab my scissors and we're just going to trim that down. Now, of course, at home, you may, even though I say you can craft this out of the box, you could add some extra bits to it. So if you've got like things like, mirror card or satin card. Oh, glitter card. We've got any glitter card down here. Why did I not think of that before I started? I might have to have a little look. Let me just have a little look. So you could add additional items into your box in terms of adding extra to make things go a little bit further, or to actually make things, enhance them a little bit more by adding in items. Just give me a second while I don't trip over my bag, because Debbie's put it in the way there. Let me see if I've got some, because I did have some silver. Oh, I've done that. Oh, where's Jake when you need him? What's this? Glitter card stock. Oh, it's like it was meant to be, Sam. That's going to work really nice underneath because it's that beautiful blue. Oh, definitely going to add some of that to it. Absolutely. Abso-blooming-lutely. We're going to add the extra little bit. So this is what you could be doing as well with your items. You could be adding additional elements that you have. Of course, you can craft that straight out of the box, but ooh, that just makes it pop a little bit. Oh, yes. Yes, 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 that's what we're going to do. I'm going to add some more in there as well. So let me just create, let's get that in the right way. And we'll have just under. So I'll do 4 of those for my little side panels as well. And hopefully I've made these the right size. Could always snip off if we haven't. And I've just gone over, just under 1 1/4 inch, but just over that mark as well. Might have to just come in and grab another one. Sam, remind me to change this guillotine before the next show, because I'll forget. I remember and then I forget. Quite instantly forget. Right, let's put that there and let's just add our panels on. So, Carol Larac on YouTube says, good morning, I picked this kit up from Crafters Companion HQ pop-up shop. Shh. Very pleased you're featuring it today. I can steal some of your ideas. You absolutely can, my lovely, absolutely can. But yes, we'll not talk about the amazing value that you add it on. Somebody told me the other day and I was like, what? Because I wasn't there. I missed the pop-up. Guess what though? I managed to sign Stacey Lou's Stanley Cup because she got everybody's bar mine, and I signed yesterday. Wrote an essay on it, like, but as you do. And then also for Michael's... oh, now, was it the penny I signed or was it the bag? Oh, I can't remember which one I signed, Michael. You'll have to remind me. I did loads over the last couple of days, which is bizarre. It is bizarre. But yeah, really lovely weekend. I really enjoyed it. Polly Co says, good morning, all. And Polly's on Facebook as well. It's lovely to have your company this morning. Are you enjoying these Craft Your Stash shows? We've got another one planned tomorrow. Not in the morning, however, because, of course, our Ben does Tuesday, Wednesdays and Thursdays. He does the 10 o'clock slot. But we have one, we're having one, I think it's tomorrow night. We'll let you know as soon as it's being decided on what it's going to be and who it's going to be with. But yeah, we've got another Craft Your Stash tomorrow. And then, of course, we're going to have them on the other days as well. Right, let's just pop that panel on. And again, I've just done a slight bit of decoration, but I am going to use some of the wooden pieces as well. And we'll see if we can do something with the tags, because that might be nice as well. There we go. So just pop that on. And then again, let's get that stuck onto the box lid. Just going to make sure, because that should be a nice snug fit. Perfect. And then I'll put the panels on as well. Do you know what I'd love to see? Because I know a lot of people have already got this. Now, Sam, do we do the Friday night make still? Segment on the show. So I was just thinking, if anybody's made something or they would like to share with us, you could potentially send that into the Friday night makes. And do we send it to the Crafters Companion? I can never remember. Is it the studio? Oh, Sam's going to pop that on the screen for us, because that would be, there it is, studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk, and then perhaps potentially share your makes. I'd love to see your take on what you've done with this box. Beautiful box, and I know a lot of you have been crafting. I know a lot of people have said to me how gorgeous the box is, and it makes some stunning, beautiful projects. I'd love to see what you guys have done with it. What have you done? So if you're brave enough and you'd like to share, and you get a chance of winning as well, is it 50 extra bonus points onto your account, Sam? Yeah, 50, yeah. I can never remember. Oh, I'm going to be here this Friday. Wouldn't that be nice? Because I'm here Friday, so that'd be really lovely if anybody who's got the box and who's crafted would send in some of their makes so that we could perhaps potentially share them with us on Friday Night Live. I think that'd be lovely. I'm very nosy as well. I love to see, I actually love that segment of the show because I love to see what other people have done. All right, let's come in and just add that. There we go, and pop that on as well. So that's this box. Now, I think I'll put my box together at the minute. So I'm going to come in and add glue. Now, I put quite a bit of glue down on, so I'm going both ways. And I want a nice lot of glue just onto there. And then let's just seal that. So I'm just going to bring that up and then just rub the glue into place. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to read a few more. Jean Marie Penny on YouTube says, hi, Debbie and all. A bit late, but I'm here. It's nice to have your company. It doesn't matter how late you are. It doesn't matter if you're watching on catch up. It's always nice to have your company. Although I know it's not live if you're watching on catch up, but you get what I mean. It's lovely to have you with us. Yeah, it's lovely to have you too, Jean Marie. Amanda Hubbard, good morning, Debbie. Love watching and listening to you. There's no crafting from me for the next few days. I'm packing up the workroom as I have. Oh, all new furniture has arrived, waiting to be built. Stunning. Can't wait to see that, Amanda. You'll have to share with us I'm taking it. It's a new craft room. Wow. I'm so excited. I get really jealous. Has everybody been sending in their craft rooms as well for Ben? When I was here last week, he was talking about the craft room ones. I am going to do a video. I think I might do a bit of a clean up before I do though. But yeah, I think I might do it as well, send it in. Maureen Hagger on YouTube says, good morning, Debbie and everyone. Lovely to be turned in. Beautiful creation for a Monday morning. Thank you very much, Maureen. And Michael Adams on YouTube is saying, cuppa, coffee time, watching a crafting genius. I don't know about the genius bit. I'll take the crafting bit, but I'm not so sure about the genius bit, Michael. Tell you what, Michael, I'm hot and bothered in here as well today. Michael kindly and Stephanie got me a lovely cooling blanket, magic cooling blanket. You dip it in cold water, you squeeze it out and you whip it into shape 3 times, wrap it around your neck, instant cool. Let me tell you now, that came in really handy yesterday because I was so warm. Oh, do you know what I want to do? I want to decorate the inside of my box as well. So I'm going to make a little panel using that little bit of spare that I've got from that sheet of 8x8. So, let me grab, and I think, oh, we'll have to do the silver as well, though, won't we? We'll have to have matching the inside's got to match the outside, hasn't it? We can't have it all different. We need to make that match. So let me just come in. I might just come in a little bit shorter than 4. Just take that and do that, and then just test it. Test the waters before I actually stick that down. That is perfect. And then come in and add. Let's do that gorgeous paper. It's absolutely beautiful. I'm coming at 3 3/4. Oh, I'll do that side. That side. I like that pattern paper better. There we go. So let's see if that... I've still got... And this is still from one sheet. One sheet of A4 glitter cardstock. Still got loads left. And one sheet of the pattern paper. And I've still got another piece of that left as well. So let's come in and... just pop the panels in, then we'll stick that piece together, and then we'll have a think about what we're going to pop on the top. And of course, we've got the MDF as well, haven't we, Sam? So we'll have a little play with the MDF and the little jingle bells. We'll pop a little one of the bells on there. Now let's just come in and add a little bit of glue. See what I mean about just needing a tape pen? That's all I've used so far, tape pen, and I have had a guillotine, but of course the paper trimmer would work really nicely as well. So let's pop that on. There we go. And then we can pop our panels in, and then we'll pop the glue on there too. How many minutes left, Sam? No. 10 minutes? Oh, you're so kind. He always gives me a couple extra minutes. He's such a sweetheart because he knows what I'm like. Me, oh, I've got loads of time. I'm going to do a box, I'm going to do a card, I'm going to do this. I'm like, oh, I'll be able to get many projects done in an hour. I don't know who I'm trying to kid. Oh, but it's been nice. It's nice and relaxed. It's a Monday morning. It's the start of the week. So it doesn't really matter, does it? And no doubt, if we've still got some of these left in stock, we'll be able to do some more demos for you. At some point, I'll just say. So I'm just going to seal down the glue. And that's on all 4 sides. And then you've got your little box base, which looks lovely. And I'm just going to pop my lid over the top. So like I said, it's all popped in there to fit. And what I love about it is it's that you've got the smaller to the large. So it's a great one to use as a template. So we've done his box. So let's just move the snowflakes back over there. Let me take away the waste. Let's just move that out of the way. Debbie's not going to pick up her cold coffee. She's going to pick up her cold drink instead. And I'll just cover up where I got my cup from. A well-known place. Sam spotted that straight away. It's got a nice ice-cold juice in there. I put some ice cubes in this morning. Right, let's grab a couple of the little MDF pieces because obviously There's some nice shapes in there. Again, keep them in the bag. I think what I'm going to do with mine is, I might add a bit of, do I add, don't know. Ooh, choices. Bit of glitter? I think glitter. I think that might be too silver to match what I've got planned there. So I think I'm going to add a bit of glitter into there. So get my little glitter pot out. Now, when you get your glitter pot out, you can lift off. Now, there is a seal under there. Mine's already open, but lift off your pot, take the seal off, and then put that back down, because there is a seal that stops it from going in transit when you get yours home. So don't try taking that off without the seal underneath it, so that you get that ready. And I've got a bit of the glue, so I'm just going to give, in fact, let me give the glue a shake. Let me grab a spare bit of cardstock just to pop down. Just bear with me, I just want a little scrap. There we go, a bit of a scrap piece. And I'm just going to, now we could have done with a dry ink pad, but I think we'll be okay with the liquid glue. So I'm just, oops. New pot, there is a little thing down there that you take off as well, but I'm just going to dab a bit of the glue and I'm just going to rub that in. Now, it's really sticky glue because obviously it's meant for not just the glitter that's in the box, but it's also meant for your gilding flakes. But it's a great adhesive. It's a super sticky one. It's even stickier than tacky glue. It's got a little bit of a fluorescent shine to it as well, and you wait for it to kind of go to what we call like a clear, and then you can add your flakes or your sparkling glitter over the top. And I'm just going to push that glitter in, turn that round, and I do exactly the same there as well. So you can have a you can colour these, they're MDF pieces, but they look lovely when they're sparkled up, and with that little bit of MDF popping through there as well. So I'm just going to pop those to one side while I scoop the rest of my glitter into said pot. So take off your little shaker bit and then just pop back in your spare bit of glitter, and then we're going to add that back on, and I'm going to straight away pop that back on there because I know what I'm like, absolutely clumsy as anything, and just I'll clean my glitter off in a minute. Pearls, we've got pearls, so I'm going to bring in some of the pearls. Got a nice big star that I'm just going to add one of the pearls into that middle. We've got a middle-sized one for that one. I'm going to add a little one. Oh, actually, yeah, we'll go with little ones. I like the fact that we've got different sizes in there as well, so that it's not just all one size. I think I might have a middle one for that one again. And they're already adhesive backed, so you can add a little bit of extra adhesive onto there. I'm actually going to drop, oh no, because I've got a sentiment to pop on. Ooh. Oh, shall we use one of those Merry Christmas ones? I think we shall. And I think I'm going to glitter that up as well. So I'm going to pop a little bit onto my finger and just dab that across before I take it out. And the same with that side. If you've got one of those dry ink pad sponges, you could do that over the top. But it doesn't come with one in the kit, but it doesn't mean you can't use this. And again, I'm just going to smear that across, get the glitter back. Let me get my sheet underneath. I'm just going to sprinkle a bit of glitter over the top of there. You can colour these in as well. You could do with this with your gilding flakes. I just want to give it a little hint of sparkle just by adding my glitter on there again. I'll put that in back in the glitter pot in a second. Let's just put that to one side. And then give that a little sprinkle. And then let's pop that out. And it's already got its, you could do that afterwards. You don't have to do it while it's in the carrier sheet, but I like to do it while it's in the carrier sheet, add the glitter, and then take it out. Of course, let it dry. You could let that dry. I am, of course, now restricted for time because I've been doing too much talking. Why have I done 2 Christmases? Oh, do you know, Sam? Christmas, Christmas. What am I like? That's not a word I want to be saying, is it? Oh, you silly Billy Debbie. Seriously. Can tell it's a Monday morning. Christmas, Christmas. Christmas, Christmas to you too, Sam. Oh, dear. Honestly. And they let me loose, and they call me an expert. Sometimes I do wonder. So again, let me just sprinkle that bit of glitter out, and then let me just pop my Merry out there. So Merry Christmas is much better. That says what I need it to say. Oh dear. and again, you let it dry, because obviously when you've added glue to a sentiment, it can be a little bit more pliable, but I'm quite happy with that. And I'm just going to push that to one side, bring that in, and I am going to use some of the glue again on the back this time. It is a very versatile glue. Don't just think it's got to be used for gilding flakes. You can use it for things like this as well, and it does dry clear. So I'm just going to pop me Christmas in the centre. Let's just see if I can get that stuck down. Let's pop that there. There we go. There, that's better. Now it's sticking. And then the Merry. Let's put the Merry on as well. How are we doing for time, Sam? Oh, my days. Where did that go? I've done it again, Sam. We'll put the Merry there rather than in the centre. I'm just going to go. Now, obviously, this is a versatile glue, but it is quite wet at the minute. And you do need to let it go to that dry. Do you know when I talked about it being fluorescent? You need to let it get to the clear side, or go clear, before you add it on. Because otherwise it's going to do what it's doing now, which is moving, because it's still too wet. It's not got its stickiness. But I think that'll do. And I'm just going to add a little onto the top of my eye, a little pearl. There we go. Oh, stuck to my finger. Hang fire. Let's get you back down there. Well, it wants to stay on my fingers today. There we go. That's better. And then I'm going to pop the glue there for a second, add my little snowflakes on as well. Now, again, your sticky glue, when you add your sticky glue on, and I was going to add a bell on, weren't I? But I don't think I've got time to put a little bell on, so I'm just going to put one of the MDF, let that, it's fluorescent at the minute, let that go to that almost dry stage, and I'm just going to drop a bit off because I've put quite a bit on there, but then you're going to pop on your little wooden MDF pieces, but you need to let that go to that almost clear stage for it to stick. And I'm going to put one there and just one here in this corner. Of course, I'm just showing you, but it does need to be at that stage where it's almost white, almost clear, to be able to stick that down. So, because right now, it's not tacky. It's sticky, but it's not tacky. So just add those on. I might even drop a little, should I drop a couple of pearls on there as well? Let's pop a couple of pearls on, might as well. Again, let it dry before you do this because they won't stick down. There is glue on there as well. So can you see that just lifted? I'll pop that down in a second with a bit more glue. But just to give you an indication, so it needs to dry. So when it's dry, then you'll be able to lift that up. But I think we'll be okay. Oh my goodness, 2.5 minutes. Where did that go? So let those stick down. Of course, you can use other glues, chunky glue and things like that. Now, I was going to add one of my little bells on, but I haven't got time to put that on there. So I'm just going to tilt it slightly until that's dry and just create a beautiful little box, little gift box. Super simple, super easy to do as well. And of course, you could add things like, if you wanted to, I mean, personally, I want this to go a long way, but you could take the panels out and you could put the panels around the edges as well if you wanted to do that. Or you could do what I've done with the top and add a couple of little snowflakes around there as well. So there's lots of things you can do with this kit. That's just one very simple, quick box that I did. Card making wise, you can make your cards. This is just a couple of ideas what you could be doing as well with yours. And I'll just try and get that upright because I've got sticky fingers. So let's just push that to one side. Couple of ideas that you can do with your cards as well. And I don't know what happened to my tag or my wedge box because I made those as well, but they seem to have disappeared. However, this is a cracking little box to get crafting with. It involves, I'll be totally honest, quite minimal effort for a maximum impact because we've done all the hard work in terms of everything that you need for the box and the colour palette and everything in there to get creative with. And you don't really have to do very much apart from put things together and design things as well. So yes, absolutely fabulous. I've named this the never-ending kit, says Ash. It feels like it when you think about the 30. I mean, I still have barely impacted on my cards and the boxes, but yes. And Polyco says, I always enjoy the shows. Just popped in for a moment this morning. I'm off to a little side job. Oh, tell us more, Polly. This particular show starts at 4 a.m. my time. Oh, my goodness. That's dedication, Polly, if you're joining us. And she says, fabulous rest of the day to you all. And thank you very much for that, Polly, because this was just the start. This is the warm-up show, basically, for things that are coming very, very soon. What was that, Sam, time-wise? That was quick. Right, so we're off to go and get ready for Wake Up Call. I hope you can join myself and Ben at 12 o'clock here in the UK for Wake Up Call for the rest of the day. Bye-bye.